Okay, Denise, Jason, here's the boy. All right, he's doing a great job. Um, Wanted to show you a few things here in this video, what we've been working on just to reinforce. So he's taking the ball out of the glove real nice. The fingers are on top of the ball. I can see the back part of the ball there, not his hand, which is a good sign. Now, what we've been working on is shifting the weight out a little bit sooner and then, breaking the hands after that shift so the arm can get up in a better place at the right time. And we're also working on getting some horizontal abduction, which is when the elbow gets a little bit further behind the back. Let me just erase that there. That's not what I want. That's what I want. The elbow there just has to get. Um, it's fine where it is. It's not terrible, but you know, it, the higher velocity pitchers will get more of a stretch in the pec here and in the shoulder. So that's part of the kinetic chain, and if that stretch is there, then it'll contract when the arm is ready to go. And the kinetic chain is the hip, the knee, the ankle, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and that's where a lot of that the power and the forces are going through. So if there's a break in the chain, and if there's a weak part in the chain, then there'll be a loss of velocity and some potential injury. He's not in a position to get injured. He's just in a position where he just won't maximize force. So it also helps to get the hand up a little bit later when he's got more of a movement going this way first, allowing the arm more time, the hand more time, the body more time to get out, so the hand can't get up so soon, if that makes any sense. Okay? So he's doing a much better job. Look at the difference here because of that, the timing now. Uh, He gets he gets a decent amount of shoulder tilt here at about 70 degrees, and his arm angle here is also pretty decent as well. His elbow is off his shoulder at about 110 degrees. That's perfect. A couple weeks ago, his elbow would have been somewhere up here. You just can't throw with any kind of power with the elbow there. You just don't get any whip. The shoulder just will not rotate, and he won't get any arm layback. He gets natural arm layback because of his flexibility, but it's out here where the arm's going to whip through at a high speed. It's not going to whip through when the elbow is way up here. So what a big difference that he's made there in just a few weeks. So that's really impressive and it's encouraging. We also have to work a little bit here on the glove hand, as his glove hand kind of flails out to the side and um, doesn't turn and just stay with the body, and that's that's effect on a negative effect on the direction, control issues, the body leaning too much. So that's not too big of a deal. That's a pretty easy fix. But one thing that you should see here, Jason, take a look here at how you start your delivery. You start with a flex in your knee, right? And then as you lift your leg, watch how you pop up and you straighten it. Now, that means that you have to come back down first here, and now you've separated your hands, and you haven't really moved forward. Maybe right about there you start to move forward. So if we can become more efficient here in the first movement where we start with the flex in the knee, but we keep it there. So as the leg comes up, now we can use that flex to push the body out and then break the hand. So we're actually getting truly a first move and then the separation of the hands. Okay? So that's something that it's just a coordination issue. It's difficult to do because it'll feel like you're falling, it'll feel like you're out of control. But once you get the feel of it, your leg will activate better, and you'll feel how the weight still stays back here on the foot and you're still holding yourself. So you'll as your leg gets used to that feel, you'll get much better control of it, and you'll see that will produce a faster body. It'll produce a longer stride, and it'll also get your leg into a position where you can really drive. See right here. Here's where your leg drive should begin. So what we should see here is that the knee is going to extend, but watch how your knee just turns. It just rotates over so it doesn't power your hips forward. So your hips and your elbow pretty much are on the same plane and moving and rotating at the same time. So you're still very rotational. But we'll get you on a program here where we'll fix this. We'll get you more power. We'll get you more explosive, more dynamic with that leg. And you have this is a great squat. You have a real nice flex in the knee here. That's called dorsiflexion when the knee goes out this way. When your toes are able to come up towards your knee, or your knee is going down towards your toes, that's dorsiflexion. You have great dorsiflexion, and you have a great squat. You have a nice knee flex there. We just have to now take that knee flex from right here and power out of it. We have to explode out of that. And due to some functional weakness right now, you're just unable to do that. So you're just going to collapse the knee down and then just place the foot down. So right now your lower body is just not dynamic enough, but we'll get there. And one thing at a time, right? You've already fixed a major problem that you had. Well, I wouldn't really call it a problem. It's just more of a hindrance in your arm path, and now you're throwing with much more freedom and much more arm whip and better upper body rotation there. Much better. I hope you're feeling the success of that, or the benefits of that. All right. We'll keep up the good work. We'll work on some leg power. It looks like it's going to be our next thing. We'll keep working on that first weight shift and powering out of this nice little load you have. And we'll also work on keeping that front foot closed. All right, so it's a work in progress, but you're looking good. All right, keep up the good work. I'll see you next week.